as we all know, we are all part of generations, right? We have baby boomers, we have Gen Xers, we have millennials, we have Gen Zs, we have all kinds of people, right? I don't know when this started. I think it started with the baby boomers. I am, I think, a Gen X, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, a lot of us, right? Obviously, baby boomers are about to retire, and hopefully they have done well and they have their retirement in order. And so the point is, everybody looks at financial security or financial freedom in a different way. Okay, what do you need? What does one need to sustain themselves through retirement? And then the millennials and Gen Zers or Gen Xers, I think it's Gen Xers, but then I'll look at the next slide, and then so we all have different opinions about what it takes to be financially successful by generation, right? What is that? And if you're, here it is. So boomers are born between 1946 and 1964. Gen X is born, or the age group that is Gen X is 1965 and 1980. That's me, okay? And then we have millennials, 1981 to 1996. And then we have Gen Zers, which is 1993 and 2012. That includes my kids. Okay. So my kids are Gen Z, I'm Gen X. Okay, it's pretty simple, I guess. I've never paid attention to this until lately. So what it takes to be financially successful in these groups' eyes by generation, right? Salaries, Americans say they consider, this is salaries, by the way. This is not, investing. This is not anything else. Salaries, Americans say they consider the minimum to be financially successful is, boomers are saying it's about 100K, 99.9K. Okay. Gen Xers, that's me, 212.3 thousand. I agree with that, actually, especially if you're in expensive states like I'm living, California, New York and Miami, maybe, Florida, maybe. I think if you're in California, which you can rent a 1-bedroom now for nothing less than $3,000 in an average spot, not Beverly Hills. If you're in that range, 150, 200K range, you're literally living paycheck to paycheck. And then millennials are saying it's 181. So what shocked me about this study is what Gen Z thinks they need as far as salary to survive. I am shocked by that number. Now, I checked into it. I looked at a couple of other studies. This is correct. So Gen Zers are saying they need close to $600,000 a year. First of all, most Gen Zers are living with their parents in their parents' basement. $600,000 a year. Why? You know why? Because our perception has changed. Because what our dollars bought 10 years ago, 15 years ago, has changed dramatically. So as a baby boomer, $100,000, 35 years ago was a lot of money. You could do a lot with $100,000. You could run a household, one worker household. You could pay all your bills and save money and invest and pay down your house over 30 years, grow equity, all these things. Well, Gen X, my generation, started experiencing inflation, started experiencing higher cost of goods, and then that continues. So the more that happens, obviously the perception of what we need to survive or to thrive in our lives is going up. The number is going up astronomically, and as you all see in the Gen Z group, they're up to close to $600,000 a year. Well, that's because they see what's happening. Right. So that's the generational. And that's another point, by the way, of how inflation and losing your buying power is affecting the study. If you ask a baby boomer, right, they know what they were paying for the goods that they consume or use every day. That also includes insurances. That includes all health insurance and auto insurances and mortgages and credit card debt and all that stuff, right? Well, in those days compared to today, I see where the Gen Zers are going with this. They need that much money just to survive. Well, there you go. That's where we are when it comes to what we need to make to survive. Now, I think 600,000 is a little too much, but they may include, the investments they're going to do. But then if you look at the 600,000 number, they're going to buy houses. Well, to buy any average house today, right, in California especially, is like $1 million. Well, you need that kind of money to put the down payment. You need that kind of money to sustain a 7% mortgage. It's not easy, man. It's not easy to be, I guess, a Gen Zer. So that's why I guess a lot of them are living in their parents' basements